go ahead and ask your questions and we'll get rolling.
Tyrell, seems like sort of a good opportunity this spring. Sounds like you're moving to the right side to get some more reps. What's that like to you? How much are you looking forward to getting out there?
I'm definitely enjoying the move to the right side. Normally, high school, since I got here, I've been on the left side, but it's not too much of a change. Just switching in my head pretty much is the biggest thing. But besides that, it's been smooth so far, but only one practice in, so we'll see how it continues to go.
It's a very slight difference, or what's the biggest change, left or right?
Just like your footwork and how you're doing things on certain plays. Just flipping in your head is the biggest thing because I've been on the left side my whole time here and in high school, so moving into the right side, just have to get used to being comfortable in my stance and stuff like that.
You played a variety of positions here, though, haven't you?
Yeah, I played center, I played guard, now tackle as well, so it's just gotten used to it now.
Do you like tackle? I mean, is that the spot you feel natural
Yeah,
at?
I feel comfortable at tackle. Right side, left side doesn't matter to me, so.
You guys are obviously trying to fill in some holes on the right side. How comfortable is it, or how beneficial is it to have, kind of some stalwarts on the left side with Yash and Wyatt there?
Those guys have helped me a lot in the offseason. Yash, Wyatt, Gallo, Parker, like all the older guys just showing me the ropes and how to be a player to help this team out the most. So, especially Yash, like growing up in Jersey together, we just came in together. We have a close relationship, so he's helped me as much as I can.
Play even more, or are you still about 328, 330?
I'm around 330, yeah. Stay around there. Whatever I have been playing for the summer, I might come back in here looking like one of y'all.
That'd be quite a change. Is that comfortable? I mean, 330, is that about where you want to be?
Yeah, last year around this time, I was heavy as anything. I mean, me playing at this weight this past season is kind of like, it's kind of crazy because, what am I going to lose? I got to maintain. I don't know where to go from here, I'm probably going to play around this weight again. Probably lose about 5 pounds, but now I don't got to go too far this time.
Are you hoping that we get to a point where we don't ask you about weight anymore? I mean,
I wasn't planning on y'all asking me about weight, but it's whatever. I'm not as big as I was, so you can ask me about whatever you want now. I don't care.
How much are you looking forward to? I mean, every year we've talked about what your role might be, and now there's a starting spot there. How much are you looking forward to what your role might be?
Just being able to do my job, just like everybody else on the defense, just holding my own, just like everybody else on the defense, just being able to do what I'm supposed to do so we can be better as a team.
You think you're ready to be every down? I mean, I know you guys rotate.
Yeah, that's what we're working on. That's what we're working on. This is what we're working on. Every down player, playing special teams, it's hard, but I gotta do it.
You and Ricky seem to have pretty similar easygoing, outgoing personalities. Are you guys pretty similar as far as what you guys like and what you do and those kinds of things? You hang out much?
Yeah, me and Rick hang out every day. Every day. I'm even at their house or we're out hanging out. Me and Rick are around each other a lot.
What do y'all do? What's like your favorite things to do?
Play Madden. I'm not really good at Madden, but I just like playing against him. He probably be about 50 points. Yeah, but I'm a Call of Duty player.
You guys have now practiced with each other for a while, played with each other. What's the chemistry like on the field, the communication between you two?
When I say jump, he's like, how you want me to jump? And vice versa, it don't matter. It's like we got our own little calls if we need to call something. I don't know, we've been at it for a while now, so I kind of got that chemistry going with him, and we're on the same page at all times, so that's big time.
With all those guys on the right side going, how much have you and maybe Eric and even Yash tried to take on a leadership role this spring?
Well, John and Augie were huge leaders, so we definitely had to pick up. Our work was made out for us. Let's just say that. They were pretty good leaders and everything like that. So we do have numbers. We have 3 versus 2, so we have more guys to talk to for the younger guys and everything like that. But leadership has been huge this offseason, and Gallo and Yash have been doing great. So.
What do you give us a kind of scouting report on Tyrell Smith? We don't really know much about him. What do you see from his game?
Well, he's coming from my position last spring, so he's hopefully he gets his own spot. I mean, I think that he's a heck of a player. He's a good kid. He has the right mindset, and he works hard. He has tangibles, intangibles. He has everything. He's a good player.
How real was that push
What push?
a year ago when he was coming?
Oh
through
yeah,
there?
it was real. I was like, what the heck? He's gonna take my spot.
Coach mentioned that he's played a number or all of the spots. What have you seen him play in practice?
Every position. He's the most versatile player we have. He was a sixth man last year. You know, he was the first one in, and you know it was either him or Parker. You know, so I do feel that he's making the right push. You know, he's working hard and everything like that. So I think he's a great player, and you know, I'm excited to see the future.
I know you guys spent a lot of time together as a line, off the field, away from. What's he like personality-wise?
He's cool. He's not real quiet, not real talkative. You know, he's even keel, good kid. Yeah.
What's the goal this spring for you?
Keep my spot. That would be no. You know, leadership would be huge because we did lose so many great leaders last year, and you know, having an offensive line that leads is huge. And we had it a little bit last year. You know, sometimes it was ups and downs, but for the most part, you know, we had great leadership. That was one thing we always had. John and Augie always brought it every day. So that's the goal. You know, bring it every day. You know, bring that intensity, bring that work ethic, bring the leadership every day. So that's one thing that.
From a leadership or vocal standpoint than you were last year. Tim was just saying that you're you know, if you're out in the practice field, you're the one that everybody hears. I gotta imagine you weren't necessarily like that last year with the guys that were older.
Nah, I wasn't like that last year. I was just waiting my turn. You know, I was in line patiently waiting. You know, those guys showed us how to lead and how to be vocal, and you know, like Woody Barron, you know, Sam Rogers, those guys all led us the right way. And you know, this off season, that's what I did. I'm more vocal. Everybody's listening. Coaches are noticing it, and they're happy I'm doing it. And like you said, hopefully, you know, the teammates are listening and respecting it. But I definitely feel more comfortable, you know, this year. You know, like I said, it's my time.
Tim made it sound like they have no choice but to listen. They can hear you over everybody. So.
How much did it help to get those 4 or 5 starts, whatever you had last year, instead of just getting backup roles every game?
Yeah. It helped a lot. You know, I think my first one was, I believe, Miami. You know, I had a little nervous, but after that, I was good. You know, starting, you get more plays and more reps than as a backup, and it just gives you more confidence. You know, you get more experience each plays. It definitely helped me a lot coming into this spring. You know, watching film and all those things like that. It definitely helped.
What kind of chemistry do you have with a guy like Tim Settle, who you've been really next to in the depth chart for the last year?
Oh yeah, Tim Settle, that's my guy. You know, ever since he's been here, you know, when he first came, he came a little early. He stayed at my house, you know, with me and Strowman. So ever since then, you know, I took him under my wing. You know, I'll never forget when he came. We was working out. We ran around our neighborhood and he couldn't hang. I'll never forget that moment. But after that, I remember we was running. I turned around. He stopped. I said, "Come on!" And after that, he just been a whole different man. His mindset changed, and as you can see, it's paying off.